Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So we're up and running. Akanji makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, first and foremost, Peter, he's a solid defender. Never one to...
And the shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Short changes him with that pass. Schneider. And here's Eto'o. Steaming on. Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Schneider. Oh, super ball! He's found a way through!
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Nicely weighted ball. Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Davids. And here's Hullet. In with the challenge. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hullet. Oh, this is a very good run. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Eto'o, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Oh, this is a great position. Nakata. Inter Milan
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Berbatov, and they can counter here.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Barcelona could counter here. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Adriano looking understandably energised after his goal. It's Adriano! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Plenty. And he shoots! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that's well spotted. Modric. Modric can so cleverly bypass the press. Adriano! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Batistuta. And it's Snyder. Driving on and making good progress. Aims beyond the... And a chance! And he scores! And here's Hullet. Hullet showing good feet. And he's had it nicked away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Inter Milan, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. Away we go again. The message is clear, none shall pass. Van Dijk. It's Xabi Alonso. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer carries the ball down the right. Nakata receives it in a wide position. And that has earned... It's Alonso! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And he's straight offside. Stood up well to him there. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Akanji. Now Modric. Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Inter Milan, gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And it's Modric. It's a threatening ball. He's had a shot! And no mistake. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, they can break here. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Thinks about the shot. Adriano! And he's stuck it away. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Shoots! Batistuta is flagged offside. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Batistuta in acres of space out wide. And he's there to belt it away. And he's got away from him. Batistuta! And that's in. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of it. Berbatov! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona still making a fight of this.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nice interception, well timed. Probing pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's Eto'o! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 13.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Big chance! Now he's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Rui Costa.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Roberto Carlos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Schneider running with it. And that is that. Inter Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We're up and running then. Luis Suarez, the man who spearheaded that famous front three, a striker whose achievements were simply glorious.
Just a machine, Peter. Energetic, tireless, constantly pinning defenders. Those qualities pushed the Catalan dominance to another level entirely. I remember one game in the January of the season when he joined, he was unplayable, and the other two up front acted similarly.
Yeah, and all of that, of course, against the team they hadn't beaten in the previous 6. So, I guess 7th time lucky that night.
And the one Suarez scored was probably the pick of them all.
Forlan picks it up out wide. Zico. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Lopez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tanucci kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That has not gone well. Lampard, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Played towards the front line. That's the keeper's ball. So, what can they make of this? Çalhanoğlu, there he goes, motoring forward. And he's picked it up out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, important interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
Suarez is standing over this one. Oh, this is a great position.
Numero 15.
Bergomi can clear it away. Zanetti. Zico. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Forlan. Now this could be a chance. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy.
Oh, what has happened here? Shoots! Adriano, always looking for that half a chance. Adriano. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Lampard. Chance here to counter. Looking for a runner. That's a nicely shaped ball. They're urging him to shoot. Zico. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Roberto Carlos. Inter Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
Can he finish? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Zico plays it short. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Can he spark a counter here? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He can run onto that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Lampard plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Ibrahimovic. Great ball if he can get there. Vermin. Lampard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pull it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Rijkaard. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Zico, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that pass isn't the best. Adriano, lovely pass, but can he get there? Tanucci cuts it out. Could be danger here, and there's the shot! It's a loose ball, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's found a way through. Lampard with the cross. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, that was vital. Adriano. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through, and he was alert to it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. And still we await the first breakthrough. He is through here! Decent chance! And that was very necessary.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6. Lascia il campo per il numero 32.
Nice bit of trickery. Showing good feet. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Van Dijk. Vieri. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Looking for the run. Out of play for a goal kick. Panucci chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Great vision. That has found him in acres of space. He's got away. Eto'o is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Roberto Carlos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rui Costa. And here's Eto'o. Roberto Carlos. Crossed into the middle. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Goes for a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Suarez clears it away.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That is good alertness. And here's Eto'o. Rui Costa. Passing nice and neat. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
Can he get on the end of this? Zico. He played for Rijkaard. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Lampard proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, super ball!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Luis
Suarez. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. Lopez with the cross. And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And he goes cross-field, pass somewhat off target. Now it's Messi. He's found the way through. And that's gone... He's gone for goal! Quick look, then plays it in. Pedro Neto. Lovely bit of skill. In towards the back stick. Pullet gets it away. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballer.
Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. So, what can they make of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! It's hit the crossbar. Now, can they get it back? Referee's given a throw. Out again for a throw-in. And it's Schneider. Busquets proves too strong. Pedro Neto is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Haaland really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to... Goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cleared without hesitation. Roberto Carlos. And this is Hullet.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Half an hour played now. Nicely aimed pass. That's been cut out, well played. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Barcelona are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Haaland. Hullet. Gattuso. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. And the pass is intercepted. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Schneider. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Played out wide. Pedro Neto. And it's in! And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And so the action is resumed. Hullet. Corner number 2 then. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's delightful. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedro Neto. And here's Haaland. Pedro Neto. Cuts it back. That's a decent clearance. Çalhanoğlu now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, this looks sharp. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. There will be a throw-in. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, that's clever. But he's well positioned here, and he's definitely on shapes to shoot! Mateus clears it away. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider. Odo. Just about up to the hour now. Puyol. Pedro Neto is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Odo. Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Strong running down that left flank. Roberto Carlos tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, robust challenge. Spread out to the left. And he was alert to it. Abiati clears without hesitation. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. And a chance!
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 18.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
El dorsal 15. El dorsal 16. Puyol.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an chance! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Inter Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Messi running with intent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieri finds himself offside. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. He's picked his way through. Rui Costa stood his ground strongly. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Maldini has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Roberto Carlos has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, he's hit the bar! Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's found a way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Beckham. Oh, sweet feet. Busquets. Mateus. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And it's been taken short. Now it's Messi, and that's aimed into the middle. Tries a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue, and again! He's got a goal! Deep, deep into injury time! He watched it all the way. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So straight on the finish! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
It's an Inter free kick. Roberto Carlos! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nicely aimed pass. Platini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's quick to return it. A good-looking ball. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge. And this is Del Piero. Rummenigge shoots! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Oh, what a shapes to shoot! And he makes no mistake. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's picked his way through. Well, they can break here. Good ball, good take. Threads one in. Up towards the front line. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf. That's destined for the flank. Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Eto'o.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Platini. Del Piero. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
He's found a way. He leaps for it. Goal! Inter! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Can he get it through? Pele. Rummenigge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Somewhat off target. Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Not the most accurate pass. Rivaldo. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Vieira. That's a little off target. And it's Eto'o. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Flashes it across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rummenigge. That's the end of the first 45. Inter Milan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared. At the interval, it's 2-2. And that's the second half started. Very nicely done. It's Eto'o! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gets his head on it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Crosses it in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Rivaldo. This is a promising build-up. And that was nowhere near his best. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this looks sharp. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it. Del Piero! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
Knocks it into space, looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rivaldo. Rivaldo looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pinches it off him. Platini. Rummenigge. And he was quick to react. Seedorf. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6, numero 23.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right...
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught napping, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Early ball out from the back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And this is Owen. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Now it's Vieri. Vieri running with the ball. Gullit. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Gullit actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hazard clears. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Hazard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Baresi gets it away.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, Modric. Lascia il campo per il numero 26.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Inter Milan desperately searching for the winner here. Now, can they get him away?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Messi. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Gullit. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, cracking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Yeah. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Hazard. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's burst through! And this is Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties.